EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs. Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you cut everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
And the 11.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Haskins. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And for the Kansas City touchdown. Henry Ruggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Giants 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide. Did not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet.
It's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the nicely to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On play action, Haskins. He'll buy some time right. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And taken right at the 35. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. Well, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
For the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Haskins on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Flush to his right. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, they stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot
position.
more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jones. And the Chiefs are going to get him. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Play clock at 5. We're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones lets it go for Nelson. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Taken from just outside the 30. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. They'll get that complete to Alberto. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. 17-0 our score after one.
The end of the 1st quarter with the score Chiefs 17. Giants.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Haskins going to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
1st and goal.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jones. And that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
The Giants 1st down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Jones. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Play action. Haskins. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20.
And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Chiefs 31, Giants 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. First down, New York.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action. Jones. And that one will fall incomplete.
Jones pass.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Jones now on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only have the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Chiefs 31, Giants 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They go play action now. Haskins. Reception here by Ruggs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
From the gun, Haskins. He's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the Giants' 27-yard line.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
On the throw.
Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. From the gun, Haskins escaping the press, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
Becker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. That drive took them inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold them to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Jones off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. High throw, but the catch is made.
4 yards.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins will let this go deep for Ruggs. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 35 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jones. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Going for the deep ball. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in that second-half blowout material. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was looking for Albert Okuebunam was the target there.
2nd and 10.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. But it's going to be 2nd down. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Operating from the gun, Haskins. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Complete in the end zone.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to...
They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
1st and 10.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
It leads to second and
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Giants on 3rd down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go play action with Haskins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
And he will take it on in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. The rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Number 89,
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because...
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Haskins is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. There'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
42-yard line.
Now Haskins on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
The kick is.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Chiefs 55. Giants 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Turnover on downs.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Second and 11 now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
4th and goal.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, there's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first. Now Jones on 1st down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up
looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Chiefs 63.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Haskins going to try to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
They're going to try and run. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Chiefs 71. Giants.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10.
Today's final score, Chiefs